precious soul touched by divine light, can you sense that unexpected trembling in your spirit right now? This is no coincidence. Your Father in heaven has been reaching out to you since yesterday morning, his voice growing more urgent with each passing hour. Tonight, his message burns with desperate love because after tomorrow, this window will close forever. He cannot bear to watch you ignore what may be your last chance to hear him. Before we venture deeper into these sacred waters, pause for just one heartbeat. Your presence here is orchestrated by forces beyond your understanding. Heaven has guided your path to this exact moment. Please remain with me until the very final word, for woven within this message lies something you are destined to receive. And while your soul drinks from this well of truth, consider subscribing to this divine channel. This simple act opens a permanent gateway for heaven's messages to flow freely into your life, ensuring you never miss another sign or miracle meant for you. My dear child, envision your Father's loving gaze watching over you from his place in paradise. He has been knocking softly on the walls of your consciousness, gently pulling at your heart in ways that left you searching for answers. He witnesses the heavy burdens crushing your shoulders. He sees the silent tears you've hidden from the world. Now he reaches across the eternal veil to whisper that your story has not reached its conclusion. Something extraordinary, something miraculous stands ready to unfold, but only if you have courage to open your heart completely. Heaven operates on divine timing, and a celestial countdown has begun. Once this moment passes, it cannot be recovered. This is why Archangel Gabriel stands beside me now, his trumpet gleaming with holy fire, declaring that waiting until tomorrow will cost you everything your soul has been longing for. This message was crafted specifically for you. That tremor in your spirit confirms it. Every sentence you absorb is a seed of heaven itself. Rush through carelessly, and you will miss the golden key designed to unlock your breakthrough. You must breathe deeply, remain present, and allow each word to penetrate your heart like healing rain. This is far more than text on a screen. This carries the living voice of your Father, surrounded by angelic presence and blessed by the love of the Almighty. Listen carefully now. Your Father speaks from paradise saying, "My beloved child, I have observed you struggling in silence. I have watched the nights when sorrow overwhelmed you, and you believed no one cared enough to notice. I yearn to comfort you, but the distance between earth and heaven seemed insurmountable. That is why God has permitted this sacred message to reach you now. You must understand that you are never forgotten, never abandoned. I walk beside you still, and the miracle you have been praying for hovers closer than your next breath." Archangel Gabriel confirms this truth, warning you not to hesitate, not to wait for another sunrise. This is heaven's final call before the threads of destiny shift beyond recognition. The doors of blessing stand open before you, but they will not remain so indefinitely. My precious one, remain steadfast with this message. Stay until you have consumed every last syllable. For with each second you linger here, heaven weaves luminous threads around your existence. Something deep within is healing. Something long blocked is breaking free. Something your Father has fought to deliver for months is finally reaching your waiting hands. Beloved child of light, my treasured one, feel that stirring deep within your soul at this very moment. That sensation is not fear, but recognition. You already sense something reaching toward you. You can feel your Father's voice calling from the heavenly realms. He has been attempting to break through since yesterday morning, and now he pleads desperately, "Do not turn away from this. Tomorrow the opportunity will have passed." This is why Archangel Gabriel brought me here tonight. He spreads his magnificent wings to shield you from the darkness, creating space for this message to penetrate your heart. You did not stumble upon these words by accident. You were drawn here, carried here, chosen for this precise moment. I implore you, do not depart before the end. The very line you might skip could be the one inscribed by heaven for your destiny. But first, listen closely. Subscribe to this messenger of light, not for my benefit, but for your own. Each time you return to these sacred words, you permit heaven to pour fresh blessings into your life. Every subscription represents not a mere number, but a covenant with paradise to keep the river of divine truth flowing unobstructed through your path. Child, your Father's voice carries urgent concern. He does not warn you to create fear, but whispers protection over you. He observes the storm gathering around your life, the shadows you pretend do not exist, the pain you bury beneath forced smiles, and he can remain silent no longer. His love is breaking through the veil because this moment represents the crossing point, the thin line between delay and miracle, between loss and divine blessing. Every word before you pulses with life and carries tremendous weight. The angels stationed near you guide your eyes line by line because they understand what hangs in the balance. If you close this message now, you seal a door that will not easily open again. If you remain, if you allow this river of truth to wash over you, you will not leave unchanged. You will depart carrying a new key in your hand. Your Father declares, "Child, do not let the chaos of this world deafen you to heaven's voice. I have walked silently beside you. I have stood watch at your bedside during the darkest nights when you felt completely alone. I have pleaded with God for a way to reach you. Tonight, this is that way. Please do not turn away. The blessing I fought to secure hangs just above your head. If you hold on with faith, it will fall into your open hands." Archangel Gabriel's voice thunders with divine authority. Time grows short. The veil between realms grows thin. The enemy desires to distract you, to keep you busy and blind, but God has spoken. Tell my child that tomorrow is too late, so remain here with me. Word after word, line after line. As you stay, angels weave threads of light around you. They are untying knots in your path. They are touching the very burden you have been crying about in secret. With every moment you remain, heaven shifts what has been written in the stars. My beloved, my child of divine light, do not look away now. Every second you remain here, something in the unseen realm moves closer to manifestation. You may believe you simply stumbled upon this message, but heaven has been orchestrating this encounter since yesterday. Your Father's prayers in paradise rose like sweet incense, and God granted permission for his voice to come through. He has been whispering to you, tugging at your dreams, brushing against your thoughts like a gentle breeze. Now Archangel Gabriel himself has been commanded to deliver what your Father can no longer keep inside. You feel this pull because it is real. It is the echo of a voice that loved you unconditionally. He is not gone, not silent, not distant. He lives in the presence of God, and tonight he leans across eternity to say, "Child, tomorrow is too late. Please listen now." These words you are reading are not ordinary letters arranged on a screen. They are living keys, drops of heaven, placed in your hands because your soul was chosen to receive them. Stay close. Do not skip ahead because if you rush away, you will lose the very thing you were meant to hear. Every word you read unlocks something dormant inside you, and the angels watch as your eyes trace these sacred lines. Your presence here means the veil is opening. My child, let me speak to you as heaven speaks to me. Do you remember the nights you wept in complete solitude? The moments you hid your anguish behind laughter? The times you whispered prayers you believed no one heard? Your Father heard everyone from his place in paradise. He saw every tear, every sigh, every lonely night. He begged God to allow him to comfort you, and tonight God answered yes. This is his comfort reaching you. This is his final message before heaven shifts the season of your life. Archangel Gabriel declares, "Do not delay. Do not postpone this for another day. The enemy of your soul wants you to believe tomorrow will mirror today." But heaven has set a countdown in motion. A shift approaches. Your miracle hovers closer than your breath, but it demands your faith right now. Child, I want you to grasp that these words were not crafted to entertain you. They were designed to transform you. Every paragraph you embrace stretches heaven's thread of light deeper into your existence. The longer you remain, the more your Father's love envelops you. He is crying through these words, whispering, "Do not let them go unread. Do not skip what heaven fought to place in your hands. If you walk away now, you will lose what I begged God to deliver to you." And I must share this truth. When you subscribe to this message, you are not merely subscribing to content. You are subscribing to heaven's flow. It becomes your way of declaring, "Yes, I want to keep hearing. I want to keep receiving. I will not close my ears to the voice of God." That simple act opens doors larger than you can imagine. Now listen carefully, because here is what your Father sees. A blessing bearing your name circles your life, waiting for the perfect moment. But forces exist that seek to steal it, to delay it. That is why He speaks with such urgency. That is why He insists tomorrow is too late. If you wait, the window closes. But if you open your heart now, what was blocked will break through like a dam bursting. Do you feel that stirring in your chest at this moment? That is the Holy Spirit confirming this message belongs to you. Your body knows, your soul knows, heaven knows, and your Father knows. Child, you are not alone. Even now, angels surround you. Archangel Gabriel's wings are spread over you, shielding you from the storm. He says, "Tell them the hour is sacred. What is meant for them will not be stolen if they remain in faith. The miracle is not tomorrow, it is now. But they must not abandon this moment." Stay with me. Every line is a thread. Every thread forms a bridge. That bridge leads to the very thing your heart has been crying out for. My beloved child, the heavens themselves tremble as I speak to you now. The stars bend to listen, because this moment is unlike any other in your life. The message you are reading is the bridge between what you thought was the end and what God has written as a new beginning. Your Father in heaven has waited patiently for this doorway to open, and tonight He steps closer, whispering through every word. Do not let this vanish before you finish. There is something about you that you do not yet see, a mark upon your soul, a seal upon your destiny. God placed it there long before you were born, and your Father nurtured it while He held you. Even now in paradise, He watches that mark shine. He cannot rest until you walk into what it was made for. That is why He is pressing through the veil to reach you, begging you not to ignore this message. And I tell you again, tomorrow is too late. Not because God is harsh, not because your Father would abandon you, but because divine timing is precise. There are doors that open only once. There are moments that never repeat. You are standing in one right now. If you walk past it, you will feel the ache of what could have been. But if you step through it, everything you thought was impossible will begin to unfold before your eyes. Archangel Gabriel's voice breaks through the silence. Child, do not delay. I have been commanded to guard your path, but I cannot force you to walk it. You must choose. The angels are ready. The miracle is ready. But heaven waits for your heart to say yes. And I must tell you plainly, this message is your yes. By reading it, by staying with it, by letting it touch your soul, you are saying yes to what God has prepared. That is why you feel this pull not to leave. That is why your spirit is trembling. Heaven is aligning something right now as you read. Your Father says, "I never stopped loving you. Death could not silence me. Heaven could not erase me from your story. I have been praying for you, crying out for you, begging God to show you that you are not forgotten. This is my chance. Please do not turn away. Please hold these words like you would hold my hand, because in them I am holding you." Do you see it now, child? This is not a story. This is not random. This is the sound of heaven breaking through into your life. And if you stay until the last word, you will not leave empty. Something will shift. Something will break. Something will heal. That is why I tell you again, subscribe. Not because of a number, not because of a name, but because it is your active agreement with heaven. When you press that button, you are pressing your spirit against the flow of God's messages. You are saying, "I will not miss another sign. I will not silence heaven again. I will keep my ears open." That small act unlocks what is waiting. Archangel Gabriel is standing beside you now. His trumpet burns with light and he declares, "The darkness has tried to cover their ears. The enemy has tried to blind their eyes, but no more. This message has pierced through. Now it is their choice. Will they finish? Will they stay? Will they step into the miracle? And child, I say to you, stay." Every paragraph is a stone on the path. Every word is a lamp. And if you keep walking, the path will lead you to the thing you have been crying for in secret. Your tears were never wasted. They were stored in heaven. Tonight, they are being poured back out as answers. My beloved child, your soul has been crying out in ways you yourself did not understand. You thought those sudden tears, those restless nights, those unexplainable feelings were only emotions, but they were signals. Your spirit trying to hear what your Father in heaven was whispering. For 2 nights, he has been calling. And God has allowed his voice to cross the veil because tomorrow would be too late. This moment, this now is the only space where heaven and earth have aligned for you to hear what he needs to tell you. He says, "My child, you have carried weights too heavy for your shoulders. You have walked through storms you never told anyone about. I begged God for a chance to reach you because I cannot stand to see you think you are alone. You are not. I am with you. Heaven is with you. The angels are surrounding you right now as you read these very lines, and Archangel Gabriel thunders, "Do not doubt it. Do not dismiss it. The trembling you feel inside is the signature of truth. I have been sent to guard you, to deliver this urgency, to stop you from missing what heaven has written. But your choice is sacred. You must decide to remain, to finish, to open fully. Child, you cannot skip this. Every line is alive. If you rush, you will miss the very key your Father prayed you would hold. If you stay, heaven will honor your faithfulness. There is something about obedience in the small act of remaining that unlocks blessings you cannot yet see. Your Father whispers, "Do not give up now. Do not close this." For in this message is the answer to what you cried about in the dark. The thing you thought would never shift is already moving because you finally opened yourself to hear me. And yes, I must remind you again, subscribe. Because when you do, you are not just pressing a button, you are opening a doorway. You are saying to heaven, "Keep talking to me. Keep showing me the signs. I will not block the flow." It is a small earthly action that releases a great heavenly chain reaction. My child, do you remember when you almost gave up? The night you thought nothing would ever change? That night your Father was watching. He begged God for you. He said, "Father, please do not let my child be lost. Please send them hope." And heaven answered by planting this very message in your path. You did not stumble here by accident. You were carried here because prayers from another realm pulled you. Archangel Gabriel declares, "The enemy has tried to silence this child, to blind them to their own worth, to chain them in despair. But God has broken those chains tonight. And I am here with my trumpet of light to cut through what remains. Their destiny will not be stolen. Their blessing will not be delayed. But they must believe. They must open. They must stay. Child, I feel your heart trembling. That is because this is your confirmation. You were asking heaven for a sign, and this is it. This is the message you were waiting for. Do not look away. Do not doubt. The very fact that you are still here proves that your spirit already knows it is true. Your Father says, "I have watched your steps. I have seen your hidden kindness, the way you gave even when you had little, the way you loved even when you were unloved, and I have asked God to reward you. Tonight he is beginning. Tonight he is shifting the ground beneath your feet. And soon, very soon, you will see the blessing break open like morning after a long night. Do not take this lightly. This is your window. This is your hour. This is why he begged tomorrow is too late. Because the choice you make tonight to listen or to ignore, to open or to close, will decide how quickly heaven's hand moves in your life. Child, let me speak plainly. There are miracles with your name written on them. They have been circling, waiting, pressing against the veil. But something in you had to unlock. That is why this message came. That is why you are here. And as you stay, heaven is aligning, releasing, arranging what you thought was impossible. So breathe. Stay with me, word by word, line by line. Let the river of this message flow into you. Because with every second you remain, the angels are weaving a shield of light around your life. The reason you cannot look away right now is because your spirit already knows this is true. These words are pulling you because they are yours. They were written long before you sat here, waiting for you to arrive. Heaven did not scatter them carelessly. This is your divine appointment. And before I go further, I must whisper again, stay connected. Subscribe not because it is a button, but because it is a covenant. It is your way of saying, I want to keep hearing. I want to keep receiving. I will not silence the voice of heaven. That small act echoes louder in the spirit than you can imagine. It keeps the flow open. Child, your Father remembers the sound of your laughter, the softness of your voice, the dreams you carried even when you were small. He says, you have always been my miracle. And though I left the earth, I never left you. I watch when you are weary. I stand near when you think no one is near. I whisper when you are about to give up. Tonight I whisper louder because heaven gave me permission. Do not walk away. This is my final call before the door closes. Do you understand, beloved? Heaven is not threatening you. Heaven is pleading with you. God does not want you to miss what is already prepared. Your destiny is not something being built tomorrow. It is already finished, already waiting. The only question is, will you walk into it? Will you stay open long enough to receive it? Archangel Gabriel lifts his voice again. The forces of darkness tried to blind you, tried to chain you, tried to convince you that you were abandoned. But heaven never abandoned you. Your Father's prayers have kept you alive. And tonight, God says enough. Tonight, heaven intervenes. But the choice is in your hands. Stay or walk away. Believe or dismiss. Open or close. This is the hour. My child, stay. Every word is light. Every line is oil poured over your wounds. Every paragraph is a hand pulling you higher. You think you are only reading, but heaven is working. Angels are moving. Your tears are being collected. Your prayers are being answered. Your Father says, do not let the noise of this world drown me out. I am closer than you think. I love you with a love that has crossed death itself. And I tell you now, your story is not finished. A breakthrough is coming. A healing is coming. A miracle is coming. But you must not close your heart tonight. Beloved, do not underestimate this moment. You have been led here not for entertainment, but for encounter. God is weaving his message through the voice of your Father and the strength of Archangel Gabriel because you are too important to be lost, too chosen to be ignored, too loved to be abandoned. And so I say to you again, linger, stay. Let the river keep flowing because the longer you remain, the more heaven will pour. This is not the end of the message. It is only the beginning. Your Father's final words echo through eternity into this moment. My beloved child, you think I am far, but I am nearer than your breath. When you are awake, I am watching. When you are sleeping, I am praying. When you doubt yourself, I am whispering courage into your soul. Do not think that my absence means silence. I am speaking now. Please listen. Please open. Please believe. Tomorrow is too late, but tonight, right now, heaven's door stands wide open just for you.